What's up, interwebs? It's your realtor, Jeremy. It's time for the Valley Market Update. This week, we're going to take a look at Tempe and Mesa. And Tempe, it's kind of weird. Sorry for the lateness of the video this week. I took my wife out on a little birthday trip. Here's some highlights of what happened. But anyway, we're back at it, so still getting you out the weekly Valley Market Update. Let's get in and look at the Tempe and Mesa numbers. First, Tempe. I mentioned in the intro, a little weird. This particular graph doesn't look particularly weird. It definitely shows the actives are creeping up there. New listings are still above the sold listings, so we're getting an increase in the active listings. So that's good news. Inventory slowly but surely coming up. Kind of the story everywhere. This is the part that starts to get the weirdness of Tempe. It's like at the beginning of March, all of a sudden just prices skyrocketed and then they leveled out. And they really haven't changed much since April. So one of the things with Tempe is that it's pretty landlocked. There's not any new growth. If you drive around Tempe or you like drive along the 202 near Tempe Marketplace, you'll see that Tempe is not moving out, it's moving up. I think part of the leveling off is as those prices spiked suddenly in March and April, I think it started to price some people out of Tempe that would have been buying, so they looked further out, maybe in Chandler or Mesa. And so what that caused is a little bit of stagnation in the pricing in Tempe. The absorption rate, we were down in like the 0.8 months for a while, but then we've picked up and we've been hovering around a little bit more than a month of inventory. Pretty consistent for the last 3 months in Tempe. The sold to list price ratio, first city I've seen in a while where the sold to list price ratio is under 100%. You can see the sale to original list price under 100%, but the sale to list price was about 101, meaning that we're seeing price reductions across the board in Tempe. Maybe sellers a little overzealous about what they think their house is worth. Days on market still moving really, really fast. That's not changing a whole ton. Average sale price in Tempe, $427,000, $465,000, up from $382,222, about 11.9% change. Days on market are down from 38 to 27, about a 29% change. Spread of houses in Tempe, the majority of the houses that sold were between 400 and 500. You can see it's a pretty tight spread between 2 and 750. That's the majority of everything. You got some outliers at 750 and up, and a few outliers in the lower price points. Those are going to be some of the mobile home communities. There's a couple of mobile home parks in Tempe, like around Southern and Kyrene, that area. Thanks for tuning into this week's Valley Market Update. Chances are you're not subscribed to my channel. So if you like the content I'm sharing here, from real estate, education type videos to outdoor adventure videos, do me a favor and click that subscribe button so you never miss out on a new video. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button and comment below where you're watching from. If you didn't like the video, all right, let's take a look at Mesa. Pretty steady. I mean, the last 3 months, there hasn't been much change in Mesa. It's been pretty consistent, not terribly volatile. And that helps with the volume of houses that's selling there. We're like 800 houses that sold. Listing prices, pretty consistently going up. Not that weird spike like we saw in Tempe, but also a little more aggressive, especially in like the March, April, May time, a little more aggressive than some of the other Southeast Valley cities, kind of starting to settle out a little bit. I think we had a little bit of a blip last month. You can see it comes down to create a little bit more of a trend line. We'll have to see how that pans out next month when we look at the numbers. Absorption rate still under 1 month in Mesa, which is very much what we're seeing in a lot of the other Southeast Valley cities. We're creeping up on that 1 month mark, but again, the 3 month mark is really kind of where we approach more of a balanced market. In most traditional circles, I would say it's closer to 4 or 5 months that is a truly balanced market. But for the valley as a whole, really 3 months is kind of the butter zone for the market being balanced. So we're still heavily seller's market. Sold to list price ratio, the sold to original list is below the sold to list price, but we're still over 100%, meaning more often than not, homes are selling for more than they're asking, but we are seeing some price reductions. Days on market, consistent consistently low at about 25 days, has been for 6 months. Average sale price in Mesa, $425.11, up from $344,553, about a 22.05% change. Days on market are down from 30 to 23. Spread of houses, we've got a lot more houses that sold in Mesa than Tempe. We've got 861, which is down from last year, 928. Bulk of the houses were between the 300 and 400 price point. We know that Mesa has some lower priced areas, but they also have 11 houses that sold for over $1 million, 4 that sold between $2 and $3 million. So although there are some lower price pockets, there are also some high-priced, high-value areas. Tempe and Mesa are really where you see these mobile home communities that you just don't see in Chandler, even like the Ahwatukee area, Phoenix, Gilbert, Queen Creek even. You don't see any of that. You see some manufactured homes in Queen Creek and Santan Valley, but no mobile home areas. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this week's Valley Market Update. It is the end of October. November 1st is Monday next week, and unofficial start of Christmas season. I know some people are going to cancel me because November 1st is really when I start getting excited about Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I lump those two holidays together. I love, 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 love this time of year. It is my favorite. And we've had amazing weather. It was a little chilly up in Page where I took my wife for her birthday trip. But definitely down here in the valley, the weather is fantastic. Get out and enjoy the outdoors. And we will see you guys next week, first week of November. So we'll see some October numbers. We'll see you guys next week on the Valley Market Update. Bye.